Good morning, dear friends. So, we're here for the energies of the day, working with our new Pantheon concept, the what's coming up and what'll be most helpful for us. I'm just here with my little cup of coffee. This is actually how I start most of my days. And I thought I'd let you guys in on it with thought it might be fun. So let's see who wants to come out. An energy and message. It's most helpful. Ooh la la. That's a lot. So we're going, okay, with our King of Cups, Poseidon. Looks like it's going to be a feelings kind of day, friends. So Poseidon is, you don't know, he is the god, the ruler of the seas, of earthquakes, of horses. And as the King of Cups is the ruler of the seas, this is the domain of depth and emotion. And sometimes, as you can see, seas, earthquakes, horses, there's a little volatility in here. There's a lot of deep creation and creativity here. There can also be sudden destruction. When we look at the King of Cups, we're looking here at this idea of emotional mastery today. The capacity to feel really deeply, but also to be the ruler of that domain in ourselves, to have calm and compassion and listen to our intuition, to stay balanced, even if things around us feel a little bit much, maybe. So we're really thinking with a king card, kings are sort of the mastery of that energy. So we're looking at how can I navigate my own and other people's feelings today while staying in my own center, right? Because true power is in that depth. It's in not suppressing our feelings, not ignoring our feelings, but in the conscious command, the conscious partnership and working with our feelings. So let's check in. I've pre-shuffled these decks, by the way, so we don't need to do cutting and stuff because, I was like, hey, I'm not inviting you guys to spend 20 minutes with me here. So let's see what comes out to clarify this idea of this archetype, oh la la, of emotional mastery. Okay, so interesting. Okay. So we have here the strength card, the Two of Swords upside down, and the Two of Cups upright. So the strength card is exactly the same, essentially. Not exactly the same, but very similar. It's part of a major arcana. So major arcana are telling us about the bigger themes in our lives. And here with the strength card, this is the idea that it's by mastering myself that I can master my life. That it's really about having that inner temperance and that inner capacity for holding the space of everything that I'm feeling without needing to act on it, right? There's a difference between feeling something and acting on something. Now, interestingly, we have the Two of Swords and it's upside down. So the Two of Swords has to do with feeling like you can't make a decision, like you're stuck between a couple of options that you're wrestling with. And traditionally in that card, you'll see the person's hands are sort of like bound behind their back, but they're really not. They could let themselves free at any time. So when the Two of Swords is upside down, what I'm seeing here is this idea that if you're being really connected to your intuition, if we're, mastering our own inner domain and with compassion, this isn't about like, fierce, relentless unkindness to ourselves. It's about being compassionate with my feelings today and how I'm feeling, that I'm going to know that I'm going to have clarity by allowing myself to work from this domain. So swords is the suit of thought, where cups is more the suit of feeling, right? And so it's like, I will know, my thoughts will be clear because I am connecting deeply and moderating, using my intuition to moderate the feelings that are coming up or potentially emotionally volatile situations that could come in today. And then we have here the Two of Cups. And Two of Cups is all about, you can see here, we have these two hands that are sort of sprinkling rainbows into a bowl in this deck. And what I love with this, what we're seeing with this Two of Cups is coming together with others in order to create something beautiful. Two of Cups often has to do with relationships like coming into harmony. This can be friendship, it can be work relationships, it can be romantic relationships. But what we're really looking at is that by staying present, by mastering my own feelings, even maybe when others around me might be a little bit volatile, when things could be in a little upheaval, by bringing that temperance and compassion in, I'll have the clarity that will enable me to come together with others and to create something beautiful, to stay in harmony and in creative flow and a coming together specifically rather than moving apart. So there's a potential here with everything I'm seeing. There's certainly a potential that there could be some little bit of conflict in your day today. It's not really what any of us wants to hear on a Monday, right? But the important thing isn't, because conflict comes, right? We're humans. We're gonna have things come up where we're just like not all on exactly the same page. And it's not about whether conflict exists or not. It's how do I deal with it? Right? Do I retreat? Do I get sharp? Do I, get really volatile myself so things blow up? Or am I able to say, okay, we're just having a moment of misunderstanding or diverging perspectives. So, how can I navigate these waters with mastery, knowing that this is my domain, knowing that connection and centeredness and depth is where I rule, right? This is all the work that you've done on yourself. This is where it comes into play. It's not about what we're doing when we meditate, it's about what we're doing the rest of the time. I'm going to use that compassion to drive my inner clarity and call us in together rather than separating apart. So, if you find yourself in some space of conflict today, I think, just taking a moment and speaking to the feelings underneath, not to the conclusions necessarily, but to the feelings, to maybe there's some stressors or some concerns or some fears in yourself or in others that are coming up in that moment. How can I speak to those and have compassion for those, right? So that I can be temperate and use my inner strength and see this heart here, my inner strength, and operate from my heart so that we can come together in creation, so that we can navigate this together and emerge even stronger. See, these hands are together here creating. It's not individuals pouring in, it's pouring out from the coming together. So, how can we do that in order to navigate even the smallest conflicts in life? It changes everything when we're able to approach it from this place of centeredness. So, just noting, hey, it's a Monday. People might be a little bit off their game today. So, how can we bring some compassion into that space? And now I thought I'd add today a Moonology Oracle card. Oh la la. So, our final message today is from the full moon in Pisces, and the message is to forgive. So, whatever is coming up today, maybe someone is a little sharp or says something in an unskilled way, or maybe you have a little history with someone that you bump into or that you're working with, or maybe it's with yourself. Maybe you're a little frustrated with a pattern that keeps coming up, something that you wish you were past already, right? I just want to encourage you, when that moment comes, you can put one hand on your heart, you can put one hand on your low belly, or just a hand on your heart, and just acknowledge that even though I'm having this experience, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. I deeply and profoundly can love and accept you and accept this moment, this experience we're having together. And I can forgive the difficulty that came in today. I can forgive that I had some uncomfortable or difficult feelings for a moment, or that my ego was pricked or whatever it was. So I can just allow that and forgive that today. So that's the space that we can be in for today. I hope this helped you, friends. Love you very much. And I'll probably see you with us again tomorrow. Kind of fun sharing these with you. So yeah, drop a like or a comment if this is helpful for you, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.